Every summer, the island of Sodor is very busy. Holidaymakers love to sightsee. When the weather is fine, there's no better place to visit. Mavis is shunting freight cars in their sidings, ready for a journey to the harbor wharf. Then there was trouble. Well done, Percy. Sir Topham Hatt is very pleased with us. An airfield was close by. Percy heard the airplanes zooming overhead all day. The noisiest of all was a helicopter. "Hello," said Percy. "Who are you?" "I'm Harold." "Who are you?" "I'm Percy. What whirly great arms you've got." "They're nice arms," said Harold. "I can hover like a bird. Don't you wish you could hover?" "Certainly not. I like my rails, thank you." "I think railways are slow," said Harold. "They're not much use and quite out of date." He whirled his arms and buzzed away.
"Bust my boiler."
"Silly thing," said Percy. "Why can't it go and buzz somewhere else?" He collected his freight cars and started off, still fuming. "Just let him wait. I'll show him." Soon they heard a familiar buzzing. "Percy," whispered his driver. "There's Harold. He's not far ahead. Let's race him." "Yes, let's," said Percy. Percy pounded along. The cars screamed and swayed. "Well, I'll be a ding-dong-dang," said the driver. There was Harold. The race was on. "Go it, Percy," he yelled. "You're gaining." Percy had never been allowed to run fast before. He was having the time of his life. "Hurry, hurry, hurry," he panted to the cars. Percy was bucketing along with flying wheels, and Harold was high and alongside. A distant signal warned them that the harbor wharf was near. "Beep, beep, beep. Brakes, conductor, please." The driver carefully checked the train's headlong speed. They rolled under the main line and halted on the wharf. "Oh dear," groaned Percy. "I'm sure we've lost." The fireman scrambled to the cab roof. "We've won! We've won!" he shouted. "Harold's still hovering. He's looking for a place to land." Later, when Percy was resting, Thomas pushing and pulling the freight cars into place.
Bye-bye, chaps. Hello.
Send us in ashes.
Oh, sorry, Bruce. Bit of a dust-up. Up to stay clean up. Got to go. Bye now.
You did that on purpose. It took so long to clean Thomas that he wasn't in time for his next train. Mavis had to take Annie and Clarabelle. "Poor Thomas," whispered Annie to Clarabelle. They were most upset. One night, Percy was waiting at the junction. The main line train was late. "Sorry, the mail boat from the mainland was delayed." "Come on, Percy," said his driver. "Let's make up for lost time." Percy puffed along as quickly as he could, but the sun was already rising as he finished his work. Never mind, thought Percy. It's nice to be up and about when it's the start of a new day and there's no one else around. Percy was not alone for long. "Bother," said Percy. "It's that dizzy thing, Harold."
"Good morning," whirred Harold. "I always said railways were out of date, but you're so slow with the mail. You should give everyone their stamps back."
Percy was too tired to explain. "Bird brain," he muttered. His driver decided to set off early that evening. Thomas was waiting at the station. "Thank goodness I have a chance to speak to you. Driver says that the person in charge of the mail has complained to Sir Topham Hatt about the delay last night." "But that wasn't my fault," replied Percy. "I know," said Thomas, "and so does Sir Topham Hatt. But this mail person wouldn't listen. Tonight we'll just have to be quicker than ever before." The engines were just leaving when they heard a familiar buzzing.
"I say, you two, there's news flying about."
"Where?" puffed Percy crossly.
"All over the place. They're going to scrap the mail train and use me instead. Wings work wonders, you know. Always."
"Rubbish," huffed Thomas. That night, everything ran like clockwork. Thomas and Percy steamed through the stations, making good time everywhere they went. The next afternoon, Percy passed the airfield and saw Harold. "Hello, lazy wings. Are you too tired to fly today?"
"The wind's too strong," grumbled Harold. "I've been grounded."
"You need rails," laughed Percy. "They work wonders, you know. Always."
The next morning, Percy was happily pulling the mail train. "Must be on time, must be on time," he chuffed. But up ahead there was trouble with the signal box. It was broken. The signal engineers did not know how long it would take to fix. Percy had to stop. It's not safe for engines to run without signals, but Percy was very upset. "I'm going to be late," he cried, "and it's not even my fault." Poor Percy was still waiting and still upset. Just then, they heard a familiar sound coming from above. "Hello," said Harold. "The Fat Controller says you need my help." "Oh no," cried Percy. But the Fat Controller had made up his mind. There was nothing Percy could do. Percy's driver helped load the mail bags into Harold's cargo net. "Maybe we should take the mail bags a few at a time," said his pilot. "They're very heavy." "I'd have to make too many trips. Then I'd be as slow as Percy." And so they loaded all the mail into Harold's net at once. "It's fixed! Wait, Harold!" shouted Percy, but it was too late. Harold had already taken off. Percy watched the mail disappear. He was upset. But then they all heard a strange sound. "Watch out for those trees, Harold!" cried his pilot. "My net is too heavy," wailed Harold. Harold is in trouble, Percy cried. We must try to help him. Are you all right? Called Percy. Just get someone to pull me out of this haystack, sputtered Harold. And Percy did, as fast as he could. The next day, Harold's engine was fixed and he was flying again. Percy was very pleased to see him. Fancy taking the mail, Harold? Percy teased. I'll stand by with the rescue team. Thanks for getting help to pull me out of that haystack, dear chap, he said. That's all right, said Percy. That's what friends are for.
One morning, Thomas was puffing along the line that runs by the coast. His two coaches, Annie and Clarabelle, were packed with children going to the beach. Everyone was happy. Percy was taking some freight cars to the harbor. Hello, Thomas. You look cheerful. I wish I could take children today instead of freight cars. They're the Vicar's Sunday School, explained Thomas. I'm busy this evening, but the station master says I can ask you to take the children home. Of course I will, promised Percy. Later, Percy saw Harold.
Sorry, Percy. Can't talk. I'm on high alert.
Why?
Bad weather's due. My help's always needed. Mind how you go, Percy.
Huh, huffed Percy. As long as I've got rails to run on, I can go anywhere, in any weather, anyhow. Goodbye. The children had a lovely day, but by tea time, dark clouds loomed ahead. Annie and Clarabelle were glad when Percy arrived. He was just in time. The rain streamed down Percy's boiler. Ugh, he shivered and thought of his nice dry shed. Percy struggled on past coastal villages and into the countryside. The river was rising fast. I wish I could see, complained Percy as he battled against the rain. More trouble lay ahead. Oh, hissed Percy, the water is sloshing my fire. Percy's driver and fireman had to find some more firewood. Oh dear, thought Percy. Harold's come to laugh at me. Ow! Exclaimed Percy. He needn't throw things. It's a parachute, laughed his driver. Harold's dropping hot drinks for us and firewood. Thank you, Harold, whistled Percy.
Good to be of service,
replied Harold and buzzed away. Soon Percy's fire was burning well. He felt warm and comfortable again. The water lapped Percy's wheels. Percy was losing steam again, but he plunged bravely on. I promised, he panted. I promised. He made one more big effort, and at last, exhausted but triumphant, he brought the train home. Well done, Percy, cheered Thomas. You kept your promise, despite everything. The vicar thanked the men, then Percy, ready for his return journey home.